higher light decree, invoking angelic peace, harmony, and unity consciousness. I call upon God, Goddess, all that is. I call upon my Oversoul, higher selves and teams in spirit of the highest light and resonance to witness, assist, and activate this decree. I call upon my body elemental to be present and open during this decree. I call upon my star brothers and sisters in the universe to assist me in this decree. I call upon all archangels of the horizontal and vertical force planes to be present during this decree. I call upon cosmic Christ consciousness and the Christ grid and all ascended beings within that grid to assist me in this decree. I call upon and invoke the crystalline grid of Gaia for assistance and support during this decree, especially all angels working with sacred crystals, flowers and plants of the earth, along with all other angelic beings within the grid who wish to assist. I call upon all Elohim and Seraphim, violet and ultraviolet fire angels, and I call upon angels of peace, angels of harmony, angels of unity consciousness to assist me in this decree. Spirit, I request now a waterfall of clearing and cleansing crystalline violet and ultraviolet light to be initiated to flow down through my energy fields. I request this be followed by a waterfall of clearing and cleansing crystalline diamond white light through all layers of my being. I request this be followed by a waterfall of clearing and cleansing golden light through all layers of my being. I ask this waterfall of violet white gold light continue throughout this decree. Spirit, give me the strength to peacefully look at the truth, to peacefully feel the truth, to peacefully know the truth, to peacefully speak the truth, and to maintain a high vibration of peace, harmony, and unity consciousness at all times. Allow this high vibration of peace, harmony, and unity consciousness to become my new boundary. Allow this vibration to repel anyone in my reality who is aligned with conflict and war. Allow this vibration to attract my soul tribe, those of a similar vibration. Allow this vibration to attract new connections and new possibilities. Spirit, clear and release all false information, false points of view, false conclusions, false perceptions that promote fear, hatred, discord, or violence within my being. Spirit, clear and release all forms of mass media hypnosis, including all messages coming through any technological device, including all images, videos, films and TV programs, all audio that promotes fear, hatred, discord or violence within my being. Clear and destroy any memories of the past where I have witnessed violence or abuse, allowing me to extract and retain the lessons and removing all memories that disturb my peace, burning them in a bright light so that they are removed from all layers of my unconscious mind. Clear this down to the cellular level and the DNA. I invite the healing and restorative light of Christ consciousness into my conscious and unconscious minds, restoring a complete and deep connection to peace, harmony and unity consciousness within my being and all my perceptions of the world. Spirit, clear and release any negative, outdated, low-frequency ideas, judgments, opinions, or stories relating to seeing any other as the evil enemy. Clear and release any idea that one group or one nation is superior in some way to any other group or nation. Clear and release any idea that any enemy group or nation must be hated, fought, neutralized, punished, or even destroyed. Do this for all such enemy programming, whether picked up in another lifetime or through my bloodlines. Clear this down to the cellular level and the DNA. Clear any memories from any lifetime of being involved in any violent conflict or war. Clear any imprints of fear, anger, terror, rage, grief, hatred, shame, guilt. Clear this down to the cells and the DNA. Clearing any unjustified karma that can be cleared now. Retaining all important lessons. Releasing anything that no longer serves the path of peace, harmony, and unity consciousness. I invite the healing and restorative light of Christ consciousness into any space and into any connection where I have been touched by war, restoring a complete and deep connection to peace, harmony, and unity consciousness in all layers of my being. Spirit, clear and release any energies of bullying or the receiving of threats, intimidation, abuse or violence. Clear the energies where anyone has sought to subdue my light, my power, or drain my light and power. Clear any energies from my family that have disturbed my peace and continue to do so. Clear any energies from education systems, workplaces, or any other systemic energies that seek to disturb my peace. Clear any psychic cords to any individual or group that continues to create any disturbance to my peace. Spirit, clear and release any energetic triggers within my mind and emotions that cause me to overreact, over-defend, judge, speak out of turn, or seek to cause offence to another. Clear any old pockets of anger and hatred within me. Clear and release anything within my being that disturbs the peace between myself and another being or another group. I ask that angels of peace stand between me and any other person that disturbs my peace. neutralizing any angry or aggressive words spoken with an intense healing light before they even reach my ears. Soothing and smoothing any potential angry or aggressive responses within my being to any words I hear, allowing me to remain calm, neutral, compassionate, and even loving in trying circumstances. I invite the healing and restorative light of Christ consciousness into all of my relations, restoring a complete and deep connection to peace, harmony, and unity consciousness within all of my relationships. Spirit, I hereby now renounce all agreements, vows, promises made across all space and time that promote in my body, mind, and energy fields and reality the experience of conflict and war. I ask this include any vows made in any lifetime to follow any religious, political, or any war leader, including any vows or oaths made in any lifetime involving dark alchemy, dark ritual, or blood magic to follow any other into war, including any vows made in any lifetime relating to revenging any perceived wrongdoing, including any agreements made across all space and time to lock into combat with any dark force. Do this and include any such agreements made by any ancestor or groups of ancestors touching me through the bloodlines relating to the promotion of any conflict or war. Clear and destroy any agreements made with any secret society or secret military order or secret religious military order made in any lifetime that has the potential to disturb my peace. Clear and destroy any agreements, vows, or any form of promise or permission allowing any dark satanic force or dark alien force to manipulate my mind or my being into any form of internal or external conflict or war. Destroy all agreements made across all space and time, all layers, levels of my being, all incarnations and timelines, clearing down to the very cells and DNA. I invite the healing and restorative light of Christ consciousness into any space and into any connection where I have been touched by conflict or war, restoring a complete and deep connection to peace, harmony, and unity consciousness in all layers of my being. Spirit, clear and release any energies of anger, aggression, fear, hatred, or violence I have picked up from any physical space or building or structure or area of land, or from any animal or species of animals. Clear anything that disturbs my peace, clearing down to the very cells and DNA. I invite the healing and restorative light of Christ consciousness into any space in my being where I have absorbed energies that disturb my peace, restoring a complete and deep connection to peace, harmony, and unity consciousness in all layers of my being. Spirit, clear, shield, and protect my energy fields from any form of dark mental projection or black magic seeking to promote fear, hatred, or violence within my being. Clear and release any suggestions, including any hypnotically induced suggestions that promote fear, hatred, discord, or violence within my being, clearing down to the very cells and DNA. I invite the healing and restorative light of Christ consciousness into any space or any connection where I've been touched by mind manipulation or black magic, restoring a complete and deep connection to peace, harmony and unity consciousness in all layers of my being. Spirit, clear and remove all satanic and demonic energies and beings from my reality. Clear and remove any low frequency being or beings touching or attached to my energy fields that seek to promote discord, hatred or violence. Do this across all space and time, removing all entities seeking to create havoc and harm. I invite the healing and restorative light of Christ consciousness into any connection with lost, confused or soulless beings, restoring a complete and deep connection to peace, harmony and unity consciousness in all layers of my being. Spirit, my choice is for peace, harmony and unity consciousness at all levels of my being. Spirit, my choice now is to make a vow of physical peace and harmlessness towards myself and others. I choose this at the level of my physical body. I choose this at the level of my cells and DNA, so that the light of peace, harmony and unity consciousness may awaken in the blueprint of my body and radiate from there. I choose this at the level of my bones, my joints and vertebrae, so that the light of peace and harmony and unity consciousness can radiate from there. I choose this at the level of my flowing blood, so that the light of peace, harmony and unity consciousness may be taken to every space in my physical body. I choose this at the level of my organs and all systems of my body, so that the light of peace, harmony and unity consciousness may radiate from all the major physical centers of my body. I invite the healing and restorative light of Christ consciousness into all layers and levels of my physical body, restoring a deep connection to peace, harmony and unity consciousness within all aspects of my physical existence. I make a vow of energetic peace and harmlessness towards myself and others. I choose this at the level of my etheric body. I choose this within each and every layer of my chakras from crown to base. I choose this within my meridian system, so that the lines of flowing light may carry this intention and radiance to every level of my energetic being. I invite the healing and restorative light of Christ consciousness into my etheric body, restoring a complete and deep connection to peace, harmony and unity consciousness within all aspects of my chakra system and meridian system. I make a vow of emotional peace and harmlessness towards myself and others. I choose this at the level of my emotional body. I choose this radiance of peace to begin to vibrate within the core, within all energies I am carrying that seek to disturb my peace. To vibrate within the core of any emotional energy relating to any past or current experience that disturbs my peace. I do this in order that the vibration of peace, harmony and unity consciousness radiate in the now throughout all of my feelings and emotions. I invite the healing and restorative light of Christ consciousness into my emotional body, restoring a complete and deep connection to peace, harmony, and unity consciousness within all aspects of my feeling nature. I make a vow of mental peace and harmlessness towards myself and others. I choose this at the level of my mental body. I choose this radiance of peace to begin to vibrate within the core of all old thoughts, beliefs and stories that disturb my peace. I do this so that a deep release of the past can begin. I do this in order that the vibration of peace and harmony and unity consciousness radiate in the now throughout my mind. I invite the healing and restorative light of Christ consciousness into my mental body, restoring a deep and complete connection to peace, harmony and unity consciousness within all aspects of my mind. Spirit, I call upon assistance from angels working within nature. I invite the healing and restorative light of nature to assist me in restoring and maintaining a complete connection to peace, harmony and unity consciousness. I call on the overlighting angel of the flower rock rose to transmit a healing light into any area of deep fear, panic or terror in my being, from any lifetime or anywhere in the bloodlines touching me now that disturbs my peace. To bring peace where there has been a deep fear. I call on the overlighting angel of garnet crystal to transmit a cleansing and healing vibration, helping to balance and harmonize my energy and activate greater hope when the world seems dark. I call on the overlighting angel of the plant lemon balm to transmit a healing light into any area of anxiety or stress that disturbs my peace, to ease any restlessness in my being, to restore a deep sense of peace. I call on the overlighting angel of Angelic crystal to transmit a healing vibration through me, removing and dissolving any psychic blocks to knowing and speaking my truth, helping to bring a greater sense of courage and faith, clearing any vibrations that disturb my peace. I call on the overlighting angel of the chamomile flower to transmit a healing light into any area of worry that disturbs my peace, to help my body and mind soften and relax, restoring a sense of harmony and freedom in my being. I call on the overlighting angel of rose quartz crystal to transmit a healing light into any area of disturbance, allowing a new energy of unconditional love, compassion and gratitude, to bring peace where there has been any disturbance. I call on the overlighting angel of the flower snowdrop to transmit a bright light into any area of darkness and density in my being that disturbs my peace, to release any old traumas that still may be touching me, to bring light where there has been darkness. I call on the overlighting angel of pink calcite crystal to transmit a healing vibration through me and around me into my home, helping to bring a greater sense of peace and harmony in my home, clearing any vibrations of disturbance. I call on the overlighting angel of the flower star magnolia to transmit a divine white light to my heart chakra, activating the seed of divinity within me to also transmit this divine light, this divine white light to my crown, connecting me with the peace, harmony and unity consciousness of my higher self and source energy. Spirit, I ask for a transmission of angelic light and light from sacred flowers, plants, light from the crystal kingdom that promotes peace, harmony and unity consciousness, to be sent back along my timeline to any part of my inner being that needs this healing and support. To my inner adolescent, to my inner child, to any part of my being in the womb of my mother that needs this healing and support. Spirit, I ask for a transmission of angelic light, peace, harmony and unity consciousness to be sent to any aspect of my multidimensional being that needs healing and support. Spirit, I ask for a transmission of angelic light, peace, harmony and unity consciousness to be sent back along the bloodlines, to be received by all those in need of this healing and support. Spirit, I ask for transmission of angelic light, peace, harmony and unity consciousness to be sent to anyone I have any form of relationship with, uplifting the energies between myself and any significant other. Spirit, I ask for a transmission of angelic light to clear, cleanse and uplift all levels of my being, allowing a deeper experience of peace, harmony and unity consciousness within my current reality. Spirit, give me the strength to peacefully look at the truth, to peacefully feel the truth, to peacefully know the truth, to peacefully speak the truth, and to maintain a high vibration of peace, harmony, unity, consciousness at all times. Allow the high vibration of peace, harmony, and unity consciousness to become my new boundary. Allowing this vibration to repel anyone in my reality who is aligned with conflict and war. Allowing this vibration to attract my soul tribe, those of a similar vibration. Allowing this vibration to attract new connections and new possibilities. Spirit, may this transmission of angelic light, peace, harmony, unity, consciousness begin to radiate out into my reality, out into my neighborhood, to be received by all those who are in need of healing and support. Spirit, may this transmission of angelic light, peace, harmony, and unity consciousness begin to radiate out into my reality and out into the world, to be received by all those who are open and in need of this healing and support. Spirit, bring to completion each separate aspect of this decree and all interconnected aspects to 100% done through all layers and levels of my Akashic records, across all time and space, all timelines, lifetimes, and levels of my being. Spirit, bring my physical body and all energetic bodies to a space of completion, allowing a greater level of harmony and flow within my being, allowing a greater level of harmony and flow within all my relationships and connections. Spirit, I thank you for this blessing of clearing. I ask that you end this decree with a more intense waterfall of violet, white, gold light throughout all my energy fields. Spirit, do this in accordance with the cosmic laws of love and light for the maximum benefit of all. Many blessings.